We're coming up to Give Big Time again, and Jesus tells us to go to the nations, and the nations are in Manchester, on your street, in your school, in your uni lectures. I'm excited for this. So we are going to give to Reaching the Nations in Manchester. So Rosie's with us, and she's going to tell us a little bit about some of the things we do. So Rosie, you started the Spanish speaking service. How long ago was that?
Yeah, it would have been about 5 years ago. So we started in 2020. At that point, I was travelling on the train, bringing slow cookers of food up to Rochdale.
Right. Yeah.
To meet with a bunch of Spanish speakers in Rochdale.
So it started on Zoom and in Rochdale 5 years ago. Very cool. And so you went to a Sunday afternoon every other week or so, and how's that gone?
Yeah, so after that we started meeting every other week at Luther King House. We were doing sort of meetings very much like what we do now, but it was just hard to build momentum, I think, because we were only meeting every 2 weeks. So you'd see someone and you wouldn't see them for 2 weeks, and it was just hard to build it like that.
Yeah. So how long have you been every Sunday?
We've been every Sunday for the last 3 months.
Amazing.
Very cool. It's been going good.
And so what are your plans going forward? How are we going to change Spanish?
Yeah, so as we've noticed that we're building momentum, we're growing in numbers, we're growing an all-Latin leadership team. We also want the Spanish service to have its own identity, to be treated as its own site of CCM. So all of the other sites of CCM meet at 10:30 in the morning. Yeah. So we want the Spanish service to meet at 10:30 in the morning. Yeah. But this will require us to basically have another room for it. So we need to rent another room in Luther King House to be able to do that. Very
cool. So we're going to have a 10:30 in the morning meeting. It'll be separate from Fallowfield, be its own site, have kids work. Yeah. Exciting, very exciting. So you also have been running the International Cafe. How long have you been doing that?
Yeah, we started that in September last year.
Very cool. And how's that been going?
So good, so much fun. It's absolutely exceeded what I expected would happen with it. So we've been meeting every Wednesday evening, and it's basically just a drop-in space for international students and just people from all over the world to come make new friends, meet each other, have dinner together, and then we have like an optional Bible study at the end of the night. So it's been great. And
quite a few people will do the optional Bible study, won't they? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's been my absolute highlight of getting to do that over this last year, of just seeing people who come from countries where actually like sharing the gospel or talking about the gospel is illegal, seeing those people kind of take steps toward Jesus has been insane. Even just last night we had our kind of special Easter event where I shared the gospel and kind of took people through the first Easter. And there was a couple there last night from Syria, and their English is quite limited, but I think they understood bits and pieces of what I was saying. And afterwards they just they shared with me and Nikki Owen. They said, oh, we'd love to experience this joy that you're talking about. Can you help us pray? And so we had the absolute privilege of getting to pray with them, and I found this prayer online in Arabic. So they said the prayer in Arabic and we said Amen at the end. It was mad. Yeah,
so cool. So lots of unbelievers coming along, hanging out together, getting to meet people, breaking a bit of the cycle of loneliness, but also encountering Jesus for the first time.
Yeah.
Great stuff. So this Give Big, we want to give to international mission in Manchester. The nations are in our city, so we would love to give to that, to put some resource into it, some time, some effort, some energy. So I'd love it if you would partner with us and give. Maybe pray, maybe talk to God about how much to give. And then over the next few weeks, we'll be taking that offering. All the information will come up on the screen. If you have any questions, please reach out, talk to your site leaders. Yeah, thanks very much.